The adults finally back in charge. President-elect Trump assembling his cabinet at breakneck speed, expected to nominate Senator Marco Rubio of Florida as Secretary of State. And he's asked Congressman Mike Waltz, a Green Beret veteran, to be his White House National Security Advisor. Here's a taste of their foreign policy chops.
Iran is constantly looking to hurt Israel. They seek to drive America out of the region and then destroy Israel.
I don't think anybody's advocating for any military on the front line, but helping with that logistics planning, those operations, integrating the intelligence is incredibly important.
This is a group that wants to destroy Israel. Hamas exists to destroy the Jewish state of Israel. What are you supposed to do with an existential threat? You have to degrade it or eliminate it.
China on the march, Russia on the march, terrorism on the march. Because they smell weakness in Washington, those differences are infinitesimal.
Jesse, I know you have the memory of a goldfish, but it strikes me this is going pretty fast. I don't remember stuff happening this quickly, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I'm already not paying attention now.
And I haven't even started saying anything yet. I've already lost you. Dana said this is the fastest she's ever seen. The judge said it's the fastest. I don't remember what Jessica said, but I'm kidding. Of course I don't. So Rubio, I don't even know if he's the guy. This might be a trial balloon. You don't really know until he puts out a release, but he's come a long way. He ran against Trump, and he's very tough on China, very tough on Iran, very tough on the cartels, and wants to make peace with Ukraine. And this sets him up nicely for 28. You're the Secretary of State. That's a pretty high-profile job. Waltz, I like because he does my show. And he's been like a heat-seeking missile on what happened at Butler. Highly intelligent guy, former Green Beret. I have a lot of respect for him. He's going to have a lot of influence. Noam surprised me. So I did not see Noam coming. I woke up this morning. I see Kristi Noem, Homeland Security. Wow. It's a big job. Judge and I were just saying she oversees FEMA, the Secret Service, and Border Patrol. That is a lot of responsibility. We will have to wait and see if she can execute at that high of a level. We have
like the dog?
Not the dog. Her duties.
Parallel experiences.
Slotkin, don't know much about her. Zeldin, I'm not sure.
Not Slotkin, Stefanik.
Oh, sorry. I get those two confused.
Why? Because they're women?
Different.
No, just white women.
Okay.
Zeldin, I don't even know if the guy's ever been outdoors.
Are you kidding? the guy's a vet.
Okay.
You know it?
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
you know
I'm
what?
kidding.
What
It's
are you
funny.
doing?
I like Zeldin. No, I think he's going to be great. He's going to cut a lot of red tape. He's going to be great at EPA. Holman's no joke. I love him. This is what I have an issue with. They keep saying that these people are Trump loyalists. What does that mean? It's like pejorative. They didn't say that about Eric Holder. He was an Obama loyalist. They didn't say Blinken was a Biden loyalist. These are just conservative, America First guys that Trump can trust that aren't going to hatch a special counsel on him within the first month of the administration.
Excellent point. I'm lying. Dana.
Yeah.
It seems like the pirate ship analogy is now turning into something like a dream team analogy. You see what I'm saying? It's like they're kind of like they're not crazy. They're kind of, people go, Marco Rubio, I get it.
It does make me laugh about all the people that worked on Project 2025 who are not, I guess, not in consideration, but how much time, money, effort the Democrats spent in saying Project 2025 was going to be this disaster. Then you see the fact that a lot of these people are put forward, and a lot of these people will, like Waltz, Stefanik, Rubio, they'll talk to media. It's like, I don't understand what the media's complaints are on this one. I do think that because the election was over so quickly, there's no recounts, there's no noise. President Trump's being very quiet right now, really. He's just like, let's just get this done, because he intends, obviously, to hit the ground running in January.
Judge, what do you make of these so far?
Well, I think it's the opposite of Joe Biden. I think that what you see here is America First. You see all of these candidates as individuals who are comfortable talking to the press, comfortable going on shows. They're very articulate. They can make an argument. They're transparent. How do you compare a Blinken and a Mayorkas to, a Rubio and a Waltz? I mean, they are very savvy, seasoned, articulate, loyal individuals. They are definitely loyal to Trump. I mean, whether that's good or bad. Look, Eric Holder said he was Obama's wingman, and he was proud of it. But whatever. Here's the thing. I think they're all great. I think that Homeland Security, that's a huge position, as Jesse and I were just talking about. A lot of agencies, Overseas Customs, Border Patrol, U.S. Immigration, FEMA, Secret Service, TSA. I mean, my gosh, that's a big job. And that's all.
You know, Jessica, I'm looking at these choices, and I've realized so far no trans, no indigenous BIPOC two-spirit
The
animals.
night is young.
I know. This has to drive you crazy. Where is their representation? They, them.
So I think everyone is being, well, Jesse just vaguely polite, but the judge actually polite about the Homeland Security pick, because why Kristi Noem got that job is really beyond me. And when you want to make fun of Mayorkas, I think anyone would put Mayorkas up against Kristi Noem and know
wouldn't.
that.
No, not me.
I wouldn't,
No.
because she's a governor, and it makes a
Okay.
difference. And he was sat there and told the American people the border was closed when
And
this was
she
the
loves
screen
the
was over there.
television. She'll come out and
Okay,
she's
so a
transparent.
TV cabinet.
But
That's
it's
who
about
was the
transparency.
first Homeland Security.
you can go on
was
TV and
Governor
lie,
Ridge.
by the way. Lots
Yeah,
of
we
people
know
do
that
it
from
all the time.
Mayorkas.
Okay. So I was deeply relieved by the choices. If the Secretary of State goes through and it's Rubio, I love Congressman Waltz.
Yeah.
I know him personally and his wife. He's a fantastic person. For the anti-war Trump supporters out there, though, this is insane. He said basically, I'm going to make sure we're not interventionists. We're not going to, no boots on the ground anywhere. We're bringing everyone home. There'll be no hot wars, et cetera. And you have Marco Rubio and Mike Waltz out there who are completely pro-Ukraine, which I think is fantastic, completely pro-Israel. And
I don't. When you say pro-Ukraine, what do you mean by that?
I mean, they think that Ukraine should be supported and that Putin is the
Rubio
authoritarian.
voted against the funding for
It's
Ukraine
not.
the last time, and
Talk
they want
to
a peace
him
settlement.
about.
They
Are
want a
you
peace
try-
settlement.
If you think that it's a good thing for that kind of position taking within the Republican Party, you're just wrong.
Trump's
Like,
the commander in chief. He
Yeah,
could put
that's what
Daffy
he
Duck
thinks.
in there.
all
Who
right,
cares?
guys, you know, if he didn't make these selections, you would not necessarily think that someone who was the counterterrorism advisor to Dick Cheney was going to be Trump's choice in the way that he was campaigning. And that's what Mike did. And again, I really like him. I'm just saying that that kind of flies in the face of all this. And if for Treasury, if Scott Bessent or Bessent, however you pronounce it, gets it, also maybe a great choice for that. The guy is a George Soros
I
protege.
know.
And you told me for years that
Yep.
the guy was the enemy of the state.
The Treasury
Soros fund-
Secretary Soros funded.
Yes. It's so funny
for
now
Soros.
after you've been yelling
Yeah.
at me
Well,
about
no,
it for
but
years.
yeah, but he's not changing laws that let out criminals. I'm okay with it. Soros are good with money. The guy's
He
a
is good with
billionaire,
money.
so it's like I'm okay with it. I'm looking at HUD because I read this thing in the New York Post about Bill Pulte. He's a philanthropist. He wants to be the HUD secretary. He builds houses.
Oh, that's
does all
good.
sorts of
Yeah,
things.
they
He builds
make
them
some money
affordably.
there.
So who knows? That's somebody that is up there.
You know who we didn't talk about? Stephen Miller, who I think is great. I mean, he is
I love
brilliant.
Fly Like an
yeah,
Eagle.
I love this guy.
Oh, my God,
Watch
that
her blow her
guy.
top.
All right. We don't have time, but you're right. Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller, he has a face that doesn't give an F. You know what I'm saying?
He's a hunk.
All right.
The biggest lover of immigrants,
Right.
Stephen Miller.
Yes.
You say that so negatively. What's wrong with immigrants? Oh, boy, your xenophobia is just coming out of your pores.
I need more Botox.
Coming up, TDS Dems are self-deporting after Trump's smashing victory.